Most people complain bitterly that they can't save, all because their salaries are too small. But whenever their salary is being increased, still they begin to complain about the same thing. Why? The truth be told, it is not about the salary increment that is why you can't save, but it's about you and then your mindset. In this video, I'm going to educate you on 4 main things that you need to do immediately your salary is being increased. Point number 1, you need to maintain your expenditure. You see, sometimes immediately our salary is being increased, we also decide to increase our expenses. Let's assume maybe you're working in a company and then you are earning like, let's say, 5,000 Ghana cedis at the end of the month. And later, they increase it to, let's say, 10,000 Ghana cedis at the end of the month. What most people do is that at the beginning stages of their savings, what they are going to do is that they are going to save that additional 5,000 Ghana cedi that has been given to them, and then they will purchase a car with it. When they purchase a car with it, then the car becomes a liability for them, because they are going to fuel the car, and at the end of the day, when the car gets spoiled too, they are going to spend a lot of money to maintain it. Are you getting it? So when these things happen, then it means that you go a long way for you to be able to make it in life. So there is a need for you to try as much as possible to maintain your expenses. Whenever your salary is being increased, don't try to also increase your expenses. Still pretend as if you haven't seen it. Still pretend and then tune yourself as if you are still earning that 5,000 Ghana cedis. Are you getting? Of which maybe you may be earning, let's say, 10,000 Ghana cedis. But try as much as possible to tune yourself to that 5,000 Ghana cedis and the kind of thing that you were buying, the kind of expenses that you were doing. Don't try to increase your expenses. Maintain the expenses. Immediately you are able to maintain the expenses, then it means that one way or the other, you'll be able to acquire a lot of money. You'll be able to put money aside for certain things. Are you getting it? And when this thing continue to go up, then you can begin thinking of, let's say, establishing something for your own self. Don't say that your salary is too small, and for that matter, you can't save. Or maybe your salary is too small. That is the reason why you have not been able to embark on certain journeys. When the salary is being increased, try as much as possible. The first thing for you to do is to maintain it. Maintain your expenses, maintain your expenditure. The kind of thing that you were spending on, try to maintain it. Let it be that way. Don't try to do something about it. No, maintain it that way as it is. Okay? Point number 2, maintain your living standard. Here, what I'm trying to say is that, you see, there are some people, maybe at first they were living in, let's say, a single room, and then they were earning like 5,000 Ghana cedis. Immediately the money comes, or immediately they begin to increase your monthly salary to, let's say, an additional 50%, of which maybe you'll be earning like 10,000 Ghana cedis. The first thing that normally comes into their minds is that, no. Let me go get a new apartment for myself. Maybe a self-contained where I'll get everything, all my kitchen, my toilet, everything all intact. I'm not saying these things are bad. No, they are not bad. But try as much as possible to put those money aside and then wait for a while. It shouldn't be that immediately those money comes or immediately they increase the money, then you are there. You are changing your living standard. You are changing your lifestyle. No, it shouldn't be that way. Try as much as possible to tune yourself and let it be like you are still earning that 5,000 Ghana cedis, but not 10,000 Ghana cedis, and begin to put that additional 50% elsewhere. Be keeping them little by bit, little by bit, little by bit. So the time you begin thinking about maybe changing your living standard, then you will be able to cope with it. But if you don't do that, and immediately you are earning that amount of money and then you are boom, then I'm changing everything, then I'm changing my lifestyle, then I'm going to rent, let's say, a self-contained, I'm going to design my room interior and a whole lot. When all these things come, it even brings another cost, or let's say additional expenses on you. And for that matter, if you are somebody who used to spend like, let's say, 5,000 Ghana cedis at the end of the month, you then be thinking of spending more than that 5,000 Ghana cedis at the end of the month. So there is one thing that we need to take into consideration. Whenever our salary is being increased, let's try to maintain the standard of living that we are having already. Maintain it that way, and then be putting the additional 50% elsewhere. Small. So when the time comes and maybe you think that maybe you have a family and now the single room wouldn't be enough for you, and then you need to go and then get, let's say, a chamber and hall, or perhaps a comfortable apartment, then you move into it. Are you getting it? Don't think of immediately the thing set through, or immediately my salary is being increased, then the next month I'm thinking of moving in to a new apartment, getting these things for myself, doing this, doing that. Hey, If you do that, you are always going to be broke, because by the time you realize, you see that you have even made an additional expenses. You've even made expenses more than what you used to what to spend. So let's try maintain your standard. Don't change it. Take your time, maintain it. When the time comes and you think you are heavy enough, you can decide to what change your living standard. Point number 4, invest after savings. You see, that is very important to me, because when you keep on saving without investing, then there is no need for you to even save in the first place, because you can't be always giving your money to the bank and the bank will be working with it, generating profit for themselves, and you, the owner of that money, you are not generating anything, and they are giving you these few bonuses. Are you getting it? So immediately you think of savings, you need to also try as much as possible to think of how you will be able to what invest that money that you are saving. That is the reason why sometimes, let's say you save and then it gets to equilibrium. You can divide or demarcate the money into two. Go take half of it and then invest it elsewhere. Are you getting it? As time goes on, you see that one too has also yield. You go take half of it or a portion of it and then invest it into a new project. So by the time that you realize, you see that the investment is going to fetch you some amount of income, let's say in some years to come, and that becomes your passive income. For that one, you can enjoy it, and then it will never and ever affect you in any way, because for all you know, your principal will still be there, and then you may be enjoying the profit of the investment that you made. So there is one thing that we need to take into consideration. I love you so much. That is the reason why I am sharing this education with you. So please try as much as possible to stick to this plan, and let's all gain financial freedom in some few years to come. All my motive is for us to gain financial freedom, for us to be able to have total control over our finances in order to make these good decisions in the nearby future, and also to be able to live any kind of lifestyle that we want in the nearby future. Are you getting it? So please, let's learn from each other and stick to this plan. And I know that at the end of the day, we are all going to be blessed. Thank you very much. Until I meet you in my next video. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video with most of your friends. Bye-bye.